Alright guys, today I'm going to be kind of giving some pointers on what to look for when you're looking into buying a gaming laptop. This is a real big debate between some people, so I'm just going to kind of guide you through what you should look for, what you may want to look for if you didn't think you wanted. Um, so when you think of a laptop, you think of this. Something just like this. Just plain laptop, nothing special about it. Nothing, just an ordinary laptop. By any means, this is not a gaming laptop. You can get some gaming done on it, but it's not a gaming laptop. It's plain and simple. It's not for gaming. Um, so what do you need to look for? First things first. What's the form factor you're looking for? You want it to be thin? Do you not really care how heavy it is? So maybe you don't care how heavy it is. So maybe just a thicker laptop. Maybe just like a rare laptop size. Think of it that way. Um, each size has different advantages and disadvantages. Such as larger laptops, usually they're better for cooling, and sometimes they can get better parts packed into them, such as Extreme Edition processors from Intel. Um, so I'm rambling on about weight and size right now. So let's actually change into specs. We want to know, what are we looking for in specs? So I mean, dual core is good, but a lot more games today are taking advantage of quad cores. Um, so it might be a thing to look for, a quad core processor. Um, there's the Intel i5s, which great for gaming. i7s, those are most are quad cores. I think there's an Extreme Edition for that has a 6 core. I might be wrong, but that's just what I think. Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure there is an Extreme Edition 6 core. So the major processor manufacturer for laptops is Intel. AMD has some, yes, and they have some good ones, but Intel's got it in the laptops. So there's the i3, i5s, i7s. I wouldn't really recommend an i3 for gaming, but you might be able to get away with it if you can find one with a decent graphics card. I'd say nothing lower than a 630M or 635M, something like that. You'll be able to get some decent gaming. I mean, it's not gonna be like high resolution, high graphics, all that good stuff, but you'll be able to get around low, medium graphics. i5, that's entry level into quad cores. A quad core i5 is going to be just fine for gaming. It's gonna be great. There's no need to have an i7 unless you're really going for, if you're gonna be video editing or picture editing or any of that stuff. Production and gaming is what you use an i7 for. You might still want to get an i7. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying don't get one. But if you're trying to stay on a lower budget, i5 is just fine. AMD's also got their A6, A8, and A10s. And A10 is the highest level processor in the laptops from AMD. They're going to be quad cores, and they're going to be great for gaming. Not so much on the side of production or creativity or any of that stuff. That's more of an i7 deal because it has hyper threading and all that good stuff. But it's going to be great for gaming. A8, yet again, it's quad core. It's gonna be good for gaming. Not quite as fast, not quite as emasculate, or is that the right word I'm looking for? I think so. It's not gonna be as fast as the A10, but it's gonna get your gaming done. An A6, which is what I'm running on this laptop that I'm recording on right now. It's dual core. It's okay for gaming, I guess. It's not great. I do get some gaming done on this laptop, but I leave that to my gaming laptop, the gaming, which is not in this room right now. It's actually out there. So what's another thing you should look for? Well, your video card. You gotta have one of them for gaming. So, do you want NVIDIA? You want AMD? What do you want? Well, that's a personal opinion. They're both good manufacturers. AMD's got good cards, NVIDIA's got good cards, but each one of them has the benefits and downfalls. And when it's coming to NVIDIA, don't go anything lower than GT. I'd say. I'm not even gonna say. But look for a graphics card that's got at least 1 gig of dedicated video RAM on it. In my opinion, I'd go with 2, just because you got all these new high resolution games coming out. Plus, you got 4K that's coming out, which is a high resolution that you're gonna need. You're gonna need the extra video RAM to watch it, or not really watch it, but to use it. Okay, so outside of video cards, RAM. 4 gigs just won't cut it. I actually have 60 gigs in this laptop right here. It's not even built for gaming. I pretty much blow through 6 gigs with ease. I run a lot of stuff, but when you run to that limit to where you run out of RAM, you can have system lockups, system failures, blue screens, or just slow computing in general, which is not a fun thing. So I'd say 8 gigs and up. Probably nothing more than 16 gigs unless you're going to be doing like some hardcore video editing and picture editing, stuff like that. So 8 to 16 would be my just right category for RAM. What did I say, 6 to 16? No, I meant 8 to 16. What's next? Hard drive. Hard drives, mass storage. SSDs, extreme speed. Hard drives, not quite as fast as an SSD, but massive amounts of storage. SSDs, extremely fast, not much storage. So you got to figure out what you're going to go with. You're going to go with speed, or you're going to go with more space. And you can get high capacity SSDs, but you're going to be paying an arm and a leg. Like fucking 240 gig SSD, I think it's like $300. So you gotta figure out, ooh, do I want hard drive or do I want SSD? In some cases, you can get an SSD for a boot drive or just whatever, and you can get a hard drive as well. And then there's also something else. What is it? You can actually have hard drives put into RAID array. It's RAID 0, which is going to help the hard drives perform faster. Less reliability, but yeah, they're going to be faster. Not quite as fast as an SSD, but it's going to be a lot faster. There's also mSATA caching. You get mSATA caching with a hard drive. You're going to get respectively more speed out of that hard drive, but still not quite as much as an SSD. Screen size and resolutions. Do you want 720p? Do you want full HD 180p? Or do you want to wait for the 4K to come out? You gotta factor in those. It's all up to you. I'm not gonna say, because this laptop right here I have 720p and it works for me, but my 180p gaming laptop's a lot nicer. I just like it. Screen size, do you want 11 inch, 14, 15, 17, 8, even 18? I think I've even seen one laptop out there from Asus a while back ago. It has like 21-inch screen, which was like, wow. I might be wrong, but I think I seen one a while back ago. They might not be selling it anymore, but it was cool. Sound. Are you gonna be using your speakers a lot, or are you just gonna be using headphones? If you're just be using headphones, get a nice dedicated sound card in the system, such as like Creative, Sound Blast, or whatever. Just make sure you get a nice dedicated sound card. Trust me, it'll help out a lot. If you're using speakers, make sure you get nice quality speakers in your laptop. Or if you're just going to use external speakers, once again, get a nice sound card. You'll thank me later. Let's see here. Am I missing anything? Cooling. I think that's about it. I think I about covered it. Went over RAM, processor, graphics card, hard drive, battery life. Think about your battery life. Are you gonna be? Is this just being sitting at your home, just rolling around your home, or just maybe going over to a friend's house? You don't really need a huge battery. Now, if you're gonna be on the road or you're gonna be out and about quite a bit, you might want to look and find something with a reasonable battery life for gaming. And last but not least, connectivity. Do you want Bluetooth? You're gonna want wireless. I think every laptop anymore has wireless cards. There's actually nicer wireless cards than others out there. You just do your research, find the one that's gonna work for you. And there's also Ethernet. If you're gonna be using Ethernet, there's actually some really nice Ethernet cards that go into these laptops. So do your research, think about these things, and I hope this video helped. If it didn't, just give me a dislike. I don't care. I feel like this might help you guys out a little bit. If you guys liked it, then like it. But that's all I got really. Hopefully it helped you, and yeah, that's all I got for you. So